Welcome to Nessio's Light. You know what? Being lazy is the most exhausting thing ever. The act of laziness isn't exhausting, if that makes sense, but it's just consistent laziness makes it a lot harder to actually get anything done. And that's what makes laziness so exhausting, is that when I exert zero energy, I can't exert any energy at all. It's like a snowball effect. I think generally you get better at something when you're consistent with it. And unfortunately, if you're consistently lazy, then you're going to be really good at doing nothing. The less that you do, the easier it becomes to do like as close to nothing as possible. And I think that's what makes laziness so exhausting, is that it's all I can really do. Because I've done nothing for so long, it's all that I'm good at. So breaking that cycle it's hard, honestly. It's tough. That's not to say that's impossible. It's just a pain in my ass. Just a huge pain in my ass. There's so many days where I wake up and I feel ambitious and I want to do something. Anything at all, but I can't even get out of my bed. So it kind of sets the stage for the rest of the day, and it's kind of like working a muscle, if that muscle is like apathy. And it's not fun. It's not fun at all. I do want to do things, but I can barely force myself to wake up. For me personally, I think it's been getting a little bit better. I've been practicing a morning routine, which is a lot more optimistic than it sounds. Because the hardest part of the day is like starting it. For me personally, at least. If I don't have a good start to the day, I can't do anything. Even this morning, I slept in, I lazed around for a little bit, and then I realized that no, this is not what I want to do. And it worked for me this morning. But generally, you can't rely on, I guess, epiphanies like that. You need to work on your momentum. You need to build momentum in the right direction. In the productive direction. Not in the, I'm gonna watch Instagram Reels all day direction. That's not, maybe it's the right direction for somebody out there. Not for me. Personally, I would not recommend it. Not that I would ever recommend Instagram Reels. That place is a fucking cesspool. But that's besides the point. And it's that, doing better than you did yesterday takes time and it takes effort. And I think that's a really scary thing. There is the possibility of failure, and part of the reason why I don't do the things that I want to do is because they need to be perfect. It has to be right, or it's not worth anything. If it's not good, then I myself am nothing. And that's, well, it's not true, but it's unfortunately what I believe is the thing. I should really get a therapist. I should stop making Minecraft videos and get a fucking therapist. What is wrong with me? Anyways, if you want to be better about your laziness, I guess you got to get up and do something, which is kind of so, like, stupidly counterintuitive. Like, the whole point is, yeah, I want to do something, but, like, I can't. But taking the steps to get out of whatever rut that you're in, i.e. doing something, is better than doing nothing. And yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think at the end of the day, you just have to do what is best for you. And if what is best for you is nothing, I think you're succeeding in life. If you are happy the way that you are, then I think that's the best life, like, period. But if you're like me and you just, I guess, expect more out of yourself, you gotta start small. And I think morning routines are a good way to start small. Anyways, hang in there. It'll be alright. These things just take time. They take time and they take effort, but, most importantly is that they take time. As an example of my own morning routine, actually, I start my morning by, I hop in the shower, I brush my teeth, my hair look nice, I have breakfast, and It's as simple as that. Something to get you started, and you just have to work your way to where you want to be. Just take your time. Anyways. Bye-bye!